Hey guys, I'm back on the Ghost train, bit of a ghost kick at the moment. I'm loving this band, all of the music is just so fun to listen to, and I just recently learnt the solo to Rat, so I thought we could have a cheeky look at that today, so let's take a look. Alright guys, before we get too excited, we just need to talk about the tuning, which is D standard, which goes D, G, C, F, A, D. So get yourself in tune, we'll get started. Alright guys, let's have a look at the first section. It's slow and melodic, there is a harmony to it. I just chose the most prominent melody I thought would sound good by itself if you don't have a friend to play with. So we're going to start off with this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm going to start off by playing 12 of the second string and then playing 9 of the third twice. Then I work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm going to be playing 12 of the second into 10 of the first. Then I want to play 10 to 12 on the second. And I play 12 of the third into 10 of the second. It's a bit of a crossover lick. And then I play 11-9 on the third. All together. Then the next thing I do is relatively similar. I just start with a couple of different notes, but the run itself is exactly the same. So the fill at the end's the same, it's just the start. Instead of going, I'm going from 12 and then 10-10 on the second string. As I said before, the fill is identical. So altogether thus far, this is what we should have. At the end of that, I go to this. Let's slow that down. I'm going to be playing 9-7-7 on the third, then work into this phrase. So what I'm doing here is I'm playing 8-10-7-8 on the first string. Then I want to play 10 of the second string into 7 of the first. At the end of that, I play 8-10 on the second. At the end of that, what I'm doing there is I'm playing 7-5-5 on the second string, 8-7-7, still on the second string, and still on the second string when I go all the way up here, I'm playing 13-12-12. So that last chunk again. So let's go right back to the start of the section, put everything we've got together, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Alright guys, let's have a look at the second section. We're going to start off with this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm going to start off with a hammer on from 3 to 5. And then I'm going to hit that 5 on the second string again. I'm going to hit that 2 times. At the end of that, I'm going to pull off from 3 to open on the second string. In a strange way, it's almost hard to play this slowly because you don't have the momentum. It kind of helps to have that momentum behind it. But anyway, we'll need to learn it slowly in the beginning. Once you have that momentum, it does flow quite nicely. This is what we should have thus far. At the end of that, I've got... What I'm doing here is I'm playing 5 of the second string once, and then 2 more times. At the end of that, I've got a rolling group of 4 notes there. I'm playing 3, 5, 3 open, all in one pick. All together thus far. Hopefully that's all making sense. Then I go into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm playing 8th fret of the second string. I've got a single and then 2 quick ones, so it's the same note 3 times. Jumping back to 7, and then playing 9, 7 on the 3rd string. All together. Hopefully that is all making sense. Then I work into this phrase. We'll just work on that phrase and then we'll add the last chunk to it. So I want to work through this in groups of 4 semiquavers or 4/16ths at a time, just so that it's digestible. So we're going to do this. Let's slow that down. I'm going to do a hammer on from 9 to 12 on the 4th string, jump to 9 of the 3rd, back up to 12 of the 4th. That's going to sound like this. Then from that point, I'm going to play 9, 11, 12, 9 on the 3rd string. And then I'm going to play 11, 12, 14, and then jump back to that 11 on that same string. So I've got... So you sort of notice I kind of around that same area, and then there's a quick position shift there. So we should have, what is that, 3 groups of 4. At the end of that, I'm going to add this last little chunk of 4 notes here. I'm going to play 12, 14 on the 3rd string, jump to 12 of the 2nd, and then back up to 12 of the 14 of the 3rd. That's going to sound like this. From the start, we're going to finish that off with this. Let's slow that down. I'm playing 12 of the 2nd string. Same timing that we've had multiple times already. A single note and then a quick group of 2. Quick pull off from 15 to 12. And then a vibrato on 14 of the 3rd. And that is all of the second section. Let's play that again at the gentleman's pace, and then again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Alright guys, last section. This is quite kind of pentatonic if we think of the E minor pentatonic box in standard tuning. That's where we're going to hang around most of this last section. So we're going to start off with this phrase. Let's slow that down. I've got a bend from 14 of the 3rd string, and I'm playing 12 of the 1st, pulling off 15 to 12 on the 2nd. At the end of that, I'm doing sort of an economy pick or mini sweep. It's not ridiculously fast, but I found that trying to alternate pick, it didn't quite work. So I was playing 3 12s in a row. The 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, then I'm jumping to 11 of the 3rd string all together. At the end of that, I'm going to be playing 14 of the 4th string. Then I play 11, 12, 14 on the 3rd. Now you can play it as just those sort of 3 fingers. For some reason, I just find myself wanting to do that slide, and it just feels more natural to me. But the way you decide to finger that is up to you. Here we go. At the end of that, I'm going to tap 19, pull off 14, 12, and then slide to 11. It's a bit weird doing that slide into the bend, isn't it? So I got tap, pull off, sliding back to 11, semitone bend there. Let's have a look at what we've got thus far from the start. At the end of that, that's all that we've got left. I'm going to slide from 11 to 12 on the 3rd string, playing 12 of the 2nd back to 11 of the 3rd. And then the last bit, I'm going to be playing 15 of the second string, then I play 12, 14, 15, and then I hit 15 again and grace note slide to 17. Barely acknowledging 15 on that last strum. And that's the whole last section. So let's go right back to the start of that, play it at a gentleman's pace, and then again even slower some tabs. One more time, some tabs. And that was the solo from Rats by Ghost. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you want tabs to this lesson and anything else that I do, please join up with the Patreon. There's all the tabs to these lessons, also my solo builders, and I do have video course exclusives and all of that other stuff on the website. Also have 3 books out now that I'm very excited to share with you. Shred Guitar Improvisation, if you want to up your understanding of how to do interesting sequences, chord targeting, all of that cool stuff. My second book, Rock Guitar Mode Mastery, is out now if you want to up your understanding of how to compose and improvise in the 7 modes. And of course, my first book, Ultimate Shred Machine, is still out now if you want to up your chops in shredding, sweeping, legato, and tapping. If you're not much of a reader, I do have all 3 of those courses available on Udemy and my website, chriszoupa.com. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. I will catch you all very soon.